We'll talk with him September 8th. 4 or 5 p.m.? Yeah, so then I want to talk with him. The uneducated, illegal, or maybe he's first generation anchor baby? I don't know. I don't think he's an anchor. Whatever, he may be an anchor. He may be an illegal. If he want to sue me and say that, the racist, feel free. I want to talk to you, homeboy, because I want to ask the rest of the homeboys over there, the blacks, man, McCheez and Chuckles. Yo, that's your man? That's your man? Because that's what, people everywhere from the hood going to be saying when they see these videos, you know what I'm saying? And, my thing is, because I pay attention to behavior patterns and I've been here on the edge with my baby toe in the game ever since I was fucking like 18, 17, 18, when I wandered up to 160, one of the biggest drug bucks in the period on the planet, That shit was written up in the New York Times in the 90s. As the biggest drug block. There's nothing but weight going through there. So what I want to ask you, homeboy, and I want y'all to pay attention to my black peoples while I teach you how deep the game really go. You understand? Them niggas too. The homeboys that you high-five, them Spanish motherfuckers in the game. Like I said, do what you do, but leave the kids out of it. I've always said that. My track record shows that. Whether you go back to the 90s or whether you talk about now. But all of them motherfuckers, them Latinos who was in the game, whether they was Doms, Colombians, whether they was coming from Mexico, whether they coming from motherfucking Ecuador, motherfucking wherever, or Brazil, wherever. None of us black American people, none of us made that shit. It was never made by our hands. Transported here, nope, by our hands. Now, our hands got dirty in the game when it got here, absolutely. And some of our people also made sure they got shit coming here from the Golden Triangle, like Frank Lucas and shit. I'm not snitching on him. This is shit I read in the news. So, you understand? I don't know. I'm only talking about what has been reported, okay, or what I know personally, okay? So now, okay, I'm telling you personally, I was born in 1969. I know there was motherfuckers in the game like Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes and what's that one who just got killed? I forget his fucking Alpo and this one and that one. Doing and pushing major shit, whether it was here or the motherfuckers up in Detroit or wherever. I know that. But I can also tell you this, the streets wasn't dangerous. Yes, that shit was out there. As a child, I knew I was stupid that there was something going on, like, something funny. The grown-ups looked like they was, I didn't know it was high because I was a kid, but I could tell something was off. They doing something, and there's some grown-up shit. I didn't know it was drogas, Back then I was a kid, and kids stayed in their place. Okay, so you talking about like the late 70s, I was maybe, growing up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it only exploded, I'm telling you, for a fact, on my dead mother, my murdered sister, God, Allah, the Bible, and the Quran. It only exploded like in the middle to late 80s, right around the time I was graduating. When I graduated in 1986, I'm telling you, by that time, you could see there was starting to be a change because I went to George Washington High School and I saw it was a lot of Spanish, primarily Dominican, and I was used to seeing Puerto Ricans because Puerto Ricans have status, so that was not unusual, but it was, Puerto Ricans were a lot less. And all of a sudden, you saw they was taking over. And at that neighborhood, and I said to myself, why are they all up here like they taking over the neighborhood? Because I didn't want to come out and say that outright. But that's when it started getting super dangerous by the late 80s, heading to the 90s. That's when shit exploded, and that was all them. Because they the ones who bring it, working with the white man establishment and the white law enforcement when they get here, and white people profiting off of the planes that they transported in. They've let very few blacks in. I'm not going to say blacks ain't involved and their hand don't get dirty. I would never say that. But not on that level up there. Do you understand? That us black Americans is not involved over in motherfucking Colombia, Mexico, and all that. No. Black people get their hand dirty in that game here and was doing it before they came here. But I'm telling you, on my dead mother, my murdered sister, God and Allah, the Bible and the Quran, the streets were safe. Yo, I knew there was something going on. I didn't know it was drugs. It was mainly heroin back then. I didn't know. I was a kid, yo. I only seen it one time when I went in upstairs. My grandma sent me to get some chicken, and there was a thing in aluminum foil, white powder, on the table. And I looked at it, and I knew they used to do it, something with it. I don't know. I didn't know what they was doing. Sniffing something. I thought they was eating it. I didn't know what they was doing. I thought they might. I didn't know if they was eating it. I didn't know because kids mind their business, but I wrapped it up. I knew it was bad instinctively, and I was only like 5 years old. I knew it was bad, and I took it downstairs, and I said, let me give this to Grandma. I know she would want it, and I gave it to her, and they had an argument over, oh, you left this out, and Crystal could have used that. I didn't know what it was back then, but I'm telling you, the streets were safe. People, there was no predators out there, and I'm not saying predators didn't exist, but the predators were not preying on the children and the women in the community, the streets being shot up red with blood and all of that shit like they do now. You understand what I'm saying? I remember being outside fucking 5, 6 years old before my mother took me from my grandma. On my big wheel at 10 p.m., my grandma fell asleep. That was not usual. Grandma didn't slip like that. She had fell asleep and didn't realize I was still outside. It was 10 p.m. when she woke up and called me upstairs to the brownstone where I was first born at on 105th Street, Manhattan Avenue. Yo, right there. Oh, yo. Nobody touched me or bothered me. The worst thing ever happened to me was that one time I went to the candy store to get some penny candy. They had penny candy back then. I know you can't believe it now. And 5-cent candies and shit like that. And asked a little girl to watch my big wheel, and she didn't. She went upstairs, and somebody stole my big wheel. A car pulled up, and so a Spanish person stole my big wheel. Somebody seen it in the neighborhood and told me later, told my grandma, that's the worst thing that ever happened. Never seen a shootout or nothing other than with my cousin Michael. That's a whole nother story, my family. I saw my cousin, well, never mind. But anyway, that's a whole nother story with my family and they do it. But I'm telling you, yo, they profit off of that, bringing it, working with the white man, flooding our communities. And in all communities, make mad money. I have worked with black people here at the bottom. I know I was one of them at the bottom, done. And I stayed there purposely because it was too violent. I could see, yo, all the money making, all that money making, shit. This is gonna be nothing. Yo, you get in the way of that, that's blood. You getting that deep, there's gonna be some gunplay somewhere along the way. And I stayed at the bottom, nice and stupid, play stupid, and did my little thing. Just hustling. PCs. Anybody who in the game know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I ain't had to get my hands dirty, not me nor my crew. Though one of the crew, they all taught me. And one of the crew did steal some weight. Rich. Yeah, come at me with that GQ leather trench coat. Oh, yo, what you talking about bullshit, Rich? And I'll tell the whole world which one of the twins, you or your brother, because you know y'all not identical. And Will's skinny little thing looking like Roadrunner, talk a mile a minute. And you bigger and out there like you think you just stepped off a GQ with the leather trench coat and shit. I'll tell the world which one of y'all had the actual big dick game, Rich. Anyway, you think I give a fuck 30 years ago that I, bagged 2 brothers individually? Shit, it was the game. Anyway, so yeah, my black people, they make all the money off it while we be the ones getting locked up doing big mega time. And we at the bottom and shit like that. But then our community's now going crazy with crime and shit. And we still at the bottom now while they inviting all their friends and family in. Like a friends and family phone plan to get all this dough in the community and get mad. If a black lady get 2 oranges, 2 fucking pears, and old tangerine off a table where nobody was standing, no sign, nobody, no money, nothing talking about somebody was selling that. Not for that. Hey, yo, homeboy on the motorbike. Yo, and homeboys on the stoop. Chuckles and man McCheez. That's your man? I want to talk to him. Tell your man on the motorbike I want to talk to him. Tell him get off his little big wheel and take 5 minutes to talk to me so I can ask him what's the beef he got with the old lady, other than he want to intimidate because they used to beating and abusing their women with domestic violence, and they have a racial problem in their countries, which I already looked up. They despise their own black people, have nasty names for black people in their countries, and a nasty name. Every race across the world and culture has a nasty name for black people, black Americans. Americans or for black people in general that they say privately in their homes behind our backs. But see, yo habla español, homeboy, because pero yo vivo en Puerto Rico por 4.5 meses, el Ponce, Nueva Vida, el Tuque, Maricona. Mi esposo es boricua, en mi niños y 4 niños medio boricua, so háblame, ¿qué pasa? Yo confío de nadie, and I know I don't trust nobody other than me. And you know, I trust what people do. After I see what they say, I'll be like, and then I'll wait to see what they do. And you show clearly you don't want my black people to be hearing nothing about no reparations, and you would love to have another hostile confrontation and get aggressive with me again and try to threaten my life. And so that's what I want to know, and I want to ask me and McCheez and Chuckles, yo, that's your man? That's your man? You think your man want us to have reparations done? Let's find out, then. Tell me what talk with him. I know he know how to speak, right? He's not one of those mute, nonverbal idiot savants with a behavioral issue and underlying emotional problems and emotionally regressed due to a lack of attention from his mom and non-presence of his father, male parental figure in his home, and with the underlying racial hostility that has made him want to attack the black bitch again and again, right, then? What you think, man, McCheez? Chuckles? That's your man? That's what homeboys in the hood gonna be asking. They ain't gonna be asking all that intellectual shit, but they will be asking when they see the videos. That's your man? That's why I leave the fucking window just like that. Tell him I said I'll talk with him. We'll have a reasonable discourse anytime. And, you know, if I did something wrong to him, I apologize.